Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another great episode of JWF Defiance. I am your host, Scotty Moore, joined for the first time on the opening of the show by my co-commentator himself, the man known as Blake Tanner. Blake, how's it feel to not have to open the show?
Feels weird, bud. I've never heard that intro before.
That is right. Oh, but here comes a man who's got some ambition in his mind. The cash in the bag holder himself, Chuck Gibbons, a man who on this week's episode of Ignition said he has gold on his mind tonight. And you gotta think, when he is facing off against the captain's champion himself, Crush Atlas, you gotta imagine what gold is on his mind.
Oh, exactly. I mean, depending on how this match goes, you could have... there could be multiple ways that you could have a new captain's champion here. Chuck Gibbons, he could win the match, and then he could just say, I'm cashing in, or
he could just turn this match into a captain's championship match at any opportunity if he
whatever he wants.
The man is dangerous. I mean, he's got, also though, he could save it for the Dylan. If he wanted to try to go toe-to-toe with the JWF champion, the proverbial final boss of this company. I mean, the whole world is in Gibbons' hands tonight, but also an opportunity to keep going in this year's J1 tournament is in the hands of Chuck Gibbons as he faces off against the man known as Crush Atlas, but you can see Atlas wasting no time. I mean, after their encounter on Ignition, you know Atlas has felt disrespected by the wild-eyed Southern boy and has been wanting some revenge.
Would you say that Atlas really shrugged him off?
Hey, I've already used that pun for an episode title. We can't do it again.
Shit.
Now, Bud, why, I hate to interrupt this match because, I mean, these are two of the best talents to ever come out of JXC, but why ain't you in the opening match, huh?
Well, I usually really like to fight in the opener just to kind of, that's what I do, and that's,
oh my God!
Oh, shit,
that was really fucking cool, damn it.
Yep. Long story short, I'm going to be fighting Mamoa Curry tonight, and
yeah,
we thought it was best that we would do that for the main event.
Mamoa Curry is a main eventer. Started from the bottom, now you hear main eventing the show with your championship on the line. For the first time, the Defiant Championship. This is not an open challenge, and we could see Mamoa Curry go to WrestlePalooza with that Defiant Championship. I'm not saying anything that might happen, but
I'm not gonna let that happen. If I have anything to say about it, I've never scored a pinfall over Mamoa Curry, unlike some people at this fucking desk.
Look, it's okay. Both me and Dylan, the other two fight boys, have pinned Mamoa Curry. It's just, something we've done. It's what the cool kids are doing, but not everybody has to do it to be cool. It's fine. One kick out is Chuck Gibbons. Jebanook did it. Jeb has pinned him. Just Guy Fieri pinned him, and Guy fucking sucks. But it's whatever, bud. You're fine. People can be cool without pinning Mamoa Curry. You don't have to do it.
Your words fill me with confidence.
All right, getting whipped to the outside, though, is a very unconfident-looking Chuck Gibbons, who you got to think Gibbons was coming into this matchup expecting, I honestly think expecting to run through the man known as Crush Atlas, but Atlas has been seeming to run through Gibbons, and he's doing it again with the spear.
God. His entrails would be spilling out right now.
That is right, but he's not done because Crush Atlas, was going to try to tell him to get to the chopper, but instead, Olympic slam from out of nowhere. The move that won him the JXT Championship goes for the pinfall is Gibbons. 1, 2. Last minute kick out from Crush Atlas, and that is some frustration growing on the face of Chuck Gibbons.
And I mean, not for nothing, Crush Atlas, he has had a banger of a year so far. He has had the great few months on Defiance, and he has just been one of the strongest captain's champions ever, if not the.
That is right, and that's coming from two former captain's champions right here. I'll be honest, Crush Atlas, one of the low-key big stars in this company at this point. When the Wrestle Babies talk about some of their favorite JWF superstars, Crush Atlas is one of the biggest names to always come up, but Gibbons looking to make him go down with that beautiful spinning heel kick before dragging him towards those ropes. And oh, wait a minute, I thought Gibbons was going to try to put his feet on the ropes, a move we have seen the man's man use in the past. Instead, wanted to keep this one pure, I see.
No, not today. I wanted to give you the chance to reach the ropes, honestly.
That is right. No, might have been looking for that series of German suplexes, but Atlas reversed, but then gets hit with that flying forearm. Gibbons trying his best to not let Atlas get any momentum, because if Atlas gets momentum going, it's all over. Jesus Christ, what a spear from out of nowhere. Oh my God. You ever just deadlift a motherfucker to prove a point before getting him? And oh, he's set up for it. It's all over for Gibbons, because it's time for him to get to the chopper. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that is why they call him the man's man. Gibbons kicking out of that get to the chopper maneuver, and it looks like Chuck is bringing the fight tonight.
We got a little bit of fight left in Gibbons. I've never seen such a last moment kick out from get to the chopper, and here we go. Suplex time. Going to the homely suplex estate of Chuck Gibbons is the man known as Crush Atlas. And for the man known as Gibbons, he has got to be broken. He has got to be battered. And he has got to be trying to end this quickly. And there you go, working over those ribs with that alligator roll before. Oh, is it all over for Atlas? No, it is not. Reverses that attempt at the Olympic slam before, just floats over for that beautiful butterfly suplex. 2. Kicking out at 2 is Gibbons. But you can see the wincing on his face. Chuck Gibbons is in pain. And Crush Atlas has got to do what he can as soon as possible. I mean, Gibbons, you could tell he was trying to use some of that mat-based wrestling that he's very versed in as well, to try to get one over on Crush Atlas, something that Atlas isn't really that akin to. That is right, and you can see Atlas trying his best for a little bit of mat wrestling there, wrenching on the neck too. Ooh, but it does not earn him the 3 count. I think Atlas just thinks, if I just grab a hold, that's enough, right? That's enough for mat wrestling. Wait a minute. Gets tossed across the ring and went for the forearm strike. Atlas fights back. Gibbons fights back. No. Suplex. Oh, you know what? Now Gibbons is in position for it. Could we see it? The Olympic slam. Goes for the pinfall. Grabs that arm. 2. Kicks out once again is Atlas. But I mean, that just shows Gibbons has a whole lot more history in professional wrestling than Atlas does, because those ropes were right by Crush, but he opted to instead kick out. Don't know if that was ignorance or strength, but looks like it's not gonna matter for Gibbons, because that's a 3rd Olympic slam to the champion. Goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and Chuck Gibbons has just earned 2 more points in the J1 tournament, but let's be honest, the man is beat to absolute hell. Yeah, that was a hoss fight right there. Like, that was some of the high impact, like heavy moves just constantly throughout this match. They both got to have bruised ribs right now at least. Big, meaty men slapping meat. That's the shit right there, buddy. Might be the greatest opening match to this show we've ever had. Hey. Fuck you. Oh, but there he is, the man who earned 2 points. You can see the pain may be in his body, but he is letting the crowd carry him through as the man's man moves forward in the J1. And if you are in Block B, alongside Gibbons, I think that was a notice. That was a warning for any future competitors Gibbons is going to go against. But
Here's a woman who is definitely going to be competing hard tonight. It is the Killer, the Thriller. It is the woman known as Skylla, who after her epic victory over the #1 contender Tiffany last week, has decided to go toe-to-toe, to throw it all out on the line, to lay the cards on the table, to leave the car running, to have the engine, to run this sumbitch till the wheels come off, because she is going toe-to-toe with this woman, the JWF Women's Champion, Phoenix Driver, whose entrance has gotten even more intimidating since winning that belt.
Well, that is the champion's prerogative on how entertaining and how badass you want your entrance, basically. That pedestal cost a lot of Tibbs' money.
That was actually mine from when I wrestled at WrestlePalooza 1, and I still had it in lockup. And I was like, hey, Phoenix, you want some cool shit? And she said, yes, let me elbow this redheaded luchadora real quick. Big strikes, big kicks. And now, this is starting off fast and furious. These two competitors, it is a battle of red versus red. We know in the past they have teamed up together as the red team. We couldn't come up with a better name than that.
Look at the tons of reversals, each one trying to get that strength advantage over the other.
That's right, but instead wisely just trips Phoenix, but turns it around into a dragon corkscrew leg whip. But look at that, one of her own. These two, it is like watching twins in this ring right now, quick leg whipping each other.
This is like when you get in a match against Minoru Suzuki and you have to go through the obligatory 15-minute chop session.
That is right, but instead putting it into it with that massive senton to the ribs, and you could tell Skylla getting a little bit tired because she was the first one to stop corkscrew leg whipping each other.
It's like, okay, let's do other shit now.
Please, please stop this. It hurts.
I want to hurt in other ways now.
That is right, but also you got to consider that. Was that a technical decision on the part of Skylla? She's aware that a lot of what Phoenix relies on are those big lariats, a lot of those big clotheslines. The upper body is really what you want to damage when you're going against the women's champion, and those leg whips were not getting her the results she really needed. I mean, for the woman known as Skylla, yes, she is damaged, but also she has been in this business a lot longer than Phoenix Driver. She has got that history behind her, so who knows? That might have been a calculated maneuver on her part, but instead she's getting plucked up out of midair. Once again, the upper body coming into play before draping her down. Clothesline in a different way, you could say. And then a bigger one. It's every single one of them looks like they hurt like hell. And look at that. Not even able to do a full kick out. Skylla only getting the weakest of kickouts. And unfortunately, she is in position for it, but the Rainmaker goes for the pinfall off of it. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out of the Rainmaker is Skylla, and you can see Phoenix looking frustrated. But holy shit, Phoenix Driver is bringing it to Skylla in this match.
This show so far is just, let's have some matches to see how much people can hurt each other in any way other than punching.
That is right, and that's certainly one way to do it. That tiger feint kick. That's right, I know the actual term for the 619. And then the East Coast pop. I'm a cool wrestling fan. I know what the 619's really called.
Mamma mia!
Frog splash. 1, 2. Kicking out once again is Phoenix Driver. You can see Skylla looking a little bit besides herself, but let's be honest, it took more than that to take out the #1 contender, which means it is absolutely going to take more than that to take out the champion. But oh my God, look at that. There it begins, wrenching on the arms, trying to weaken the upper body. Skylla most certainly has a game plan, and she's putting it to good use. A second East Coast pop.
Yep. Now this is similar to what happened last week against
pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out. And now look at that Phoenix with the weak kickouts. You can tell Skylla, her efforts are certainly coming up positive.
Like I said last week, Skylla versus Tiffany. Skylla took a while to get her offense rolling, but once she did, she was able to effectively combat Tiffany. Now, Phoenix is a completely...
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
I would say Phoenix
out of that beautiful maneuver is the Skylla, the East Coast Killer, the Thriller, the Skylla, who now has Phoenix in the ropes, putting her up top. Oh, what is she thinking? Now could we see it? Top rope Frankensteiner.
Oh, the champ is in a bad position right now.
Oh, and she is in an even worse position right now. Bounces off the ropes. Tiger feint kick. I'm sorry. Goes to the top rope off the 205. Oh, went for a third East Coast pop, but Phoenix gets the legs up. And unfortunately, Skylla is now in a dangerous position. Oh my God, tombstone pile driver. And she's not done. Drags her away from those ropes wisely as the women's champion, who is now just stomping away on every single ligament on Skylla's body. She's saying, I don't need a game plan. I'm going to damage all of ya. Before setting her up for the most dangerous move in the JWF women's division. Locked up and loaded Rainmaker. Drags her away from the ropes, and you can count to 5,000. 1, 2. Damn, Skylla.
Shit, Skylla, the rain will not come today.
That is right, but there it is, the Rainmaker calling for even more rain. And oh, Kip's up to her feet before Atomic drop sends her down, slams her. And Phoenix Driver now has Skylla right where she wants her, I believe. Gets her up. Could we see another massive King Kong Lariat? The move that won her the title. 1, 2. Call Skylla.
Skylla. She barely got that shoulder up. That was the most... That was the saddest kick out I've seen in a long time.
That is right. In this match, I mean, this may not be a championship matchup, but you gotta consider if Skylla can beat the champion tonight, that may have changes for WrestlePalooza, but not if Phoenix Driver has anything to say about it. Rainmaker out of nowhere goes for the pinfall. 1, 2. What is this woman made of?
I don't... fuck yes, Skylla the Thriller!
3 Rainmakers are not enough to take her down. Oh, and then, went for the neck breaker, but look at the strength of Skylla. Reverses it into a neck breaker of her own.
Just like mowing along.
That is right. And it looks like I said, WrestlePalooza implications. That match could become a triple threat if Skylla can get it done. Hits the 205. Goes to the top rope. Skylla, make your dreams come true. East Coast pop.
Oh, shit.
And now Skylla quickly desperation pin. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out once again is Phoenix Driver. And you can see Skylla thinking, what is it gonna take? What have I gotta do? Goes to the top rope one more time. Looks for it. No! Gets the knees up, but she keeps up to her feet.
This fucking match!
No! Went for the leg drop!
Oh, Phoenix Driver gets out of the way.
Getting out of the way of that massive hammer-esque leg drop. Oh, but now Phoenix fighting back. This is her last chance, her last opportunity, and she's gonna make the most of it. Tombstone pile driver! Tombstone pile driver! Drags her away from those ropes and falls into the pinfall. 1, 2, 3.
Fucking great fucking match, dude.
Holy shit, what a matchup. And you gotta think, even if you are Skylla, even if you're the one looking up at the lights, you have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Skylla just took the champion to her limits in this matchup.
Like, absolutely. Phoenix Driver was in desperation mode in this match, and that is saying something to the ability of Skylla.
That is right. My God, what an absolute brawl. But there she is, your women's champion herself, Phoenix Driver. Fuck shit!
God damn it.
And there is the #1 contender, the scumbag of the earth, the woman known as Tiffany, who is, look at that, just trying to choke out the champion, just wrenching back. And you can see, look at that, Phoenix was tapping and Tiffany didn't care. She's just trying to damage the champion further. She's trying to injure her. Kick, tock, straight to the skull.
This is ruining what should be the end of a perfectly epic match. God damn it.
Bitch. Absolutely the worst. But now we move on to a matchup that is going to be absolutely the best, because the men known as Big Fistin are headed to the ring, and Bud, I'm so happy. I think this is the first time we have seen them in a while. I mean, of course, you faced off against the man known as Tekken Mike last week, and I was joined by Vlad on commentary, and it was a hell of a match last week. But this week they are going up against the 2-time tag team champions, the men known as Bananas in fucking Pajamas.
BNFP.
That is right. Of course, this match starting after Bananas in Pajamas decided to take over JWF Ignition, decided to have a nice little sit-in, do a protest, and how'd that turn out for him?
Well, they got this match.
That is right. Only after the men known as Big Fistin declared it to be so. Big Fistin saying, "Get out of the ring, quit being dipshits," essentially.
We will have fight with you. I will eat fights.
I will do a fight with you. It will be fun. And it looks like Bananas in Pajamas, though, they were discussing how much they were disrespected on Ignition. And it seems like tonight they have been wasting no time letting that disrespect out on the men known as Big Fistin. And I'll be honest, you can see Vlad Tankman in the corner, almost looking a little bit concerned for his tag partner, Tekken Mike. I mean, Tekken went through a grueling match last week.
Oh, absolutely. I would hope he went through a grueling match last week. It was very hard to fight him.
That is right. Oh, but wait a minute. Now sending him into the corner is the man known as John. I believe the man known as Johnny Bananas.
I forget. I don't think they remember which one they are anymore.
I can confirm they don't. And in the least kayfabe breaking way, I can confirm they have no idea which is supposed to be which. But look at that, Vlad Tankman with the coldest hot tag in the history of hot tags being sent across. Oh no, and now look at this, the powerhouse Johnny Pajamas. Oh, with the snake eyes. And now he's got Vlad Tankman in the corner. Bananas in Pajamas. Yeah, we like to... I'll talk mad shit about him all day because I am also a 2-time tag team champion. But for the other people in this division, in the tag division, Bananas in Pajamas, yes, they are fucking ridiculous, but they are nothing to sneeze at in the world of the squared circle.
Mm-hmm. I mean... Given the tag division's current state, which I think we've got a lot of great talents in it, it's just that everyone's been so overshadowed by this whole Demon Inc. thing right now that the greats and not so greats are just all seemingly the same right now. It's like we need something to mix this division up.
It's like AEW. It's just all good. And then you have Kenny Omega show up. And it's like, shit, everything's bad compared to Kenny Omega. God, I just compared Demon Inc. to Kenny Omega. I don't like that.
I don't know. I think, yes, we are getting a cease and desist from the estate of Kenny Omega.
That is right. God, I hope Kenny's back by the time this episode comes out. That would make me really, really happy. I have, and not since like Triple H was out in like 20. Oh no! Oh my God, the FBJ out of nowhere. Taking out Tekken Mike. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out, and you saw Tekken Mike was forced to use the biggest fist to kick out. He used that metal structure on his arm to kick out. That is not something we see often, but oh, there we go. Some beautiful tandem maneuvers from Big Fistin there.
Oh, that was the Siberian back elbow.
That is right. Now takes him into the corner. Oh, but Joey evades it. And now takes him across the ring once again. Bananas and Pajamas showing their expertise and cutting the ring in two, making sure Big Fistin can't get to one another, making sure the partners can't help one another. And that is unfortunately just one of the big advantages of being in the company for that long that Bananas and Pajamas do have.
I mean, yes, they are very experienced. I don't want to take that away. I don't want to dismiss them out of hand. I just wish they weren't as shitty people.
I just wish they were good people. All right, raining fists down, though. Little tribute to Tekken Mike. Vlad Tankman with some big fists of his own, but might have been wasting a little bit too much time in the corner there. I don't know if he was gloating, getting his energy up or what, but look at this. It is immediately just allowed. Oh my God. Tiger Driver 98-1 kicks out of it. Is it 98 or not? When's that Tiger Driver? What year was that Tiger Driver 98? I think it's 98.
Ah, yes, the 98 Tiger Driver. Wonderful vintage.
There's a wonderful vintage Tiger Driver there. A 98 driver.
A 98 dry driver, too, yeah.
All right, but wait a minute. Joey now whips him across the ropes, goes across the ring, and then, oh, look at that! Just wrestles him down to the mat. That is that old man, strong man style Vlad Tankman is known for. He's known for two things, being old and being strong.
I am regular Bob Backlund.
I am also known for being Russian. Fuck you.
Actually, no, I don't want to be. Don't associate me with him right now.
Oh yeah, fair point. Actually, now that I think about it,
It's no. I am just from
I am
Eastern Europe.
I am from New York City. I am going to hit you with gentleman's clutch, then we will go out for an old-fashioned New York slice.
Yes. New
Big
York
drop.
is the one with the deep pizzas, isn't it?
New York has the slice. This is the first Fun Fiction is now officially crossed into JWF. All right, big slicing corner. I take in partner. Fuck. I do like how if at any point during a Big Fistin match we get bored, we could just start talking like Vlad and let it happen.
That's my favorite thing about characters with our fun voices.
Yeah. All right, wait a minute. Kicking his leg out of his leg, and then, oh, hits a flying forearm. I think Joey is very well aware that Tekken did...
Just got punched. He got punched so hard it almost hit Vlad off the ropes.
Yeah, but he did do a you can't see me. He did do a you can't see me before he did it, huh? Oh, but it's happening.
Oh.
The foot fist parade is in action.
I love the foot fists.
I kind of want to find like fun, like carnival music that plays every time they do this now. Oh wait, that would go even better with Tekken Mike's booty teaching he does at the end of it. Oh no, look at that. Oh my God. Johnny broke up the pin and Tekken Mike immediately said no.
No, we will have pinfall right now, but even if I have to knock Tommy out.
I was fixing to say, Johnny wisely not even breaking up the pin the traditional way. Johnny just beating the shit out of the referee, and unfortunately, that gave Bananas and Pajamas enough time to double team both members of Big Fistin, which I guess is not technically double teaming, but it has left Vlad Tankman in a very dangerous position, but he hits the gentleman's clutch.
Yeah, that's not really so much double teaming, it's just 4 people fighting.
Yes, but it was against the rules. And now Vlad Tankman is left all alone in this ring. And now Bananas in Pajamas have him cornered. Tankman being tossed in, and you can see Vlad is fighting with everything he has. Tankman is putting all of that old man strong style New Yorker ability in action.
You see, I am like a real Russian tank. Supposedly strong, but notoriously weak, actually.
Fuck. Fun dunking on Russian tanks here on JWF Defiance this week. But unfortunately, we are also about to see a banana get peeled, but not if Tankman has anything to say about it.
Oh, come on, Vlad.
And look at that big Fistin. Tekken Mike himself back up onto the apron. And Vlad Tankman is in a dangerous position, but he wants to keep the fight going. Yes, I clothesline you to outside. Let's go, bitch.
You are outside now, and I will show you what outside fighting is.
Oh, and he has got Johnny Bananas seeing his own blood, and now it is just a bar brawl on the outside. Both of these men beating the hell out of each other, but Tankman gets things back in the ring. And you can see Tekken Mike just waiting for that tag, but you can see almost some exhaustion growing on the face of Big Fistin.
Yes, exactly. It took him a while, like, it took Tekken Mike a while to get back up off the ropes. You can see he's still trying to take a quick breather. I don't know how Vlad Tankman is still going at this point.
He is the Energizer buddy of competitors. Went for a big kick, but instead eats that big forearm shot. And you gotta think Vlad Tankman, his Achilles heel is how much he just loves Tekken Mike. He's a massive fan of him, and you gotta think right now he is seeing Tekken Mike hurt. And I think that might be making Vlad not even consider his own body. He might be trying to fight for 2 right now.
I mean, it is true. Vlad sees Tekken Mike as the strength behind the team, and maybe he doesn't want him to get hurt, or...
That is right, but then that big kick straight to the jaw, the heel kick, 2, 3, leads to the end. You can see Joey taking out Tekken Mike. Just despicable, the actions of Bananas in Pajamas, beating up Tommy. Then, of course, their breakup had already been used. Their one breakup of the match, and Joey didn't give a damn about that. Wanted to come in and beat up Tekken Mike before he could use his breakup. This has been a ridiculous display by the men known as Bananas in Pajamas, but they are also not experts. I don't want to say that's not something I want to put on them, but they are 2-time tag team champions, and they are showing why right now.
You're just such assholes.
Fuck this, man. Fuck this, dude.
It's just like, I get it. They can wrestle, and that's fine.
I'm sorry, I'm also being told right now that in celebration of their victory, the man known as AJ Steele has invited Bananas in Pajamas onto next week's episode of Wrestle Wars to discuss how they have been held down by the JWF. Oh, this will be an absolute treat.
Do I have to show up for that recording next week?
I believe Tibbs will be back next week. Luckily, that's going to be the one bright light of next week on JWF Ignition, I believe. And speaking of garbage, Mark Plays is here with Tiffany, and Randall Crowley here with the man known as Lawrence Whitney. So I'll be honest, people at home, I have got no idea who you should be rooting for here, folks.
This is such a wild matchup, if I'm being completely honest. Like, this is just...
It is a little bit buck wild. You can see Tiffany already getting involved on the outside. We have already discussed her, seen her earlier tonight, assaulting the women's champion. But as for the man known as Mark Plays, he is looking to do a repeat of last year, the first ever J1 tournament. Mark Plays walked out of victorious, taking his win in his block and also winning the whole damn thing. And He has got a big wall in his way right now of that goal in the form of the devil himself, Randall Crowley.
I mean, this is the Mark Plays that we all know as being one of the most dominant people to ever grace JXT, but he's also going up against Randall Crowley.
Who is
on JXT, like almost original, that has seen and done everything, even ripped himself from the jaws of hell to come back and wrestle.
Yeah, so Mark's not in a great place right now. But of course, Randall has been, I don't want to say castrated technically, but he has certainly been weakened a bit by his allegiance to the man known as Lawrence Whitney, who's waiting around the outside. As you can see how easily he just got took down with that spine buster, and now looking to be eliminated by the most extreme move in gaming entertainment, the Gamer's Elbow. Goes for the pinfall off of it. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out at 2. And I'll be honest, I hesitate to call Mark Plays an intelligent man. I mean, we have seen him be playing mind games with the #1 contender, the Jebeduk, lately. But that was a smart move on the part of Mark Plays. Hit a massive move, the spine buster, a move that you know can finish a match. And that just kind of prompted Lawrence Whitney to distract Tommy. Distract him from what was happening.
Just so he could throw a chair in, huh?
That is right, but while Tommy was distracted, did he try for a pinfall? No, Mark hit that Gamer's Elbow. He took the opportunity. Oh, but now look at this. Tiffany with after a spine buster from Randall distracting Tommy. This is a game of cheats tonight, but gore! Goes for the pin off of it. 1, 2. Kicking out as Mark Plays. That was this. Wow. It's like looking at a mirror. I know you were like, this is a bonkers matchup. And yes, on the surface it is. But at the end of the day, these are just two powerhouses, two dominators who are kind of under the thumb of some of the most devious minds in this company's history.
Yep. Lawrence threw a chair in. Tiffany tried to take that top turnbuckle pad off. It's just wild.
I do enjoy how Tommy just kind of went and then tossed the chair to the outside. And Mark Plays, you can see, might have been trying to set up for something big off the top rope, but at the end of the day, Mark Plays has to understand high risk, high reward, and just said, I'm not doing any. Oh my God! This is Cheat City Central, baby!
Get the chair, Mark!
Wait! Tommy looked directly at him as he did that!
Tommy was watching him! Tommy!
Spine buster!
Now, our referees do have a little bit of leeway in the match, I suppose.
1, 2. Kicking out his Crowley. I assume that the game glitched and he was supposed to be looking at the turnbuckle. That is the only justification I have for that.
Well, it's also, listen, Lawrence Whitney already threw a chair in, and Tommy was like, no, you can't do that. You shouldn't be cheating. And so he's just like, all right, fine, if we're going to cheat in this match.
Oh my God! Randall just got tossed to the outside where he landed on top of that metal chair like a pile of proverbial garbage.
He ever just got yeeted onto a chair? I'm sure that we have.
It does. Yeah, it does not feel good, my dude. Man, I really. Oh, wait a minute. Goes trying to suplex him down onto that ladder, or I'm sorry, onto that chair as Mark Plays. God, this is just a battle of who's the best cheater. Is it Tiffany or is it Lawrence Whitney? Oh, look at this. Now Tiffany trying to just... I hope Mark gets back to his feet and Lawrence just immediately starts screaming at him. Now I will say... Uh-oh. Mark in a dangerous position right here. Randall Crowley locking him up. Ram Jam 2.0. Goes for the pinfall off of it. But Tiffany once again distracting the referee.
Can we call it the Ram Jam from Hell now?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. That's good. All right, and now, oh wait, big elbow strike straight to the forehead. He has got him convulsed, and then a backbreaker sends the devil to the earth. And now Mark plays, dragging him to the center of the ring, goes for the pin. 1, 2. Bud, I know this is your first episode, not starting off the show. You are main eventing. And I'll be honest, this may be the worst week to ever main event because this is one hell of a show to have to follow. And Randall Crowley is now backed up for it. Could we see it? Gore! Gore! Gore!
I think that we have just seen.
That's right. 1, 2. Kicking out at 2 as Mark plays. Let's go, boys.
You know, I would have been disappointed if Mark didn't kick out of this, because Mark is one of those people that's just like, okay, he's gonna lose this, and he just never does.
That is right. Mark plays infuriatingly good at professional wrestling as he lands it. The up, down, down. The kill steal. I forgot we renamed it. Goes for it. 1, 2. Oh, and Crowley kicks out of it.
Only 2.
That is right, but now he is pointing at his head, which is adding +3 intelligence. Mark Blaze has now got the power to hit these series of clotheslines, and he has got Randall Crowley enraged. Randall Crowley no longer thinking about his actions as he gets landed with the spine buster. Could we see it? Oh, goes for the pinfall immediately. 1, 2, 3.
That's Mark Blaze.
That is right. Didn't waste any time with the gamer's elbow at that point. He saw, I think at that point, both of the, it's a little bit like how in Pokemon you got to try to prompt all the revives. They had already prompted Lawrence Whitney. If Lawrence did anything else in this matchup, he would have been kicked out of the arena. He would have been publicly embarrassed. And so Mark Blaze waited until they got to a point where he knew Lawrence Whitney couldn't interfere anymore, and then just hit that spine buster and ended things quickly. So I guess that means in the battle of Tiffany and Lawrence Whitney, we can see who the better manager is, at least for this matchup, as Mark Blaze earns 2 more points in this year's J1 tournament.
Yep, and with that, I'm going to have to make my own way out to the ring.
That is right, because you have got one of the biggest matchups in this company's history. Blake Tanner versus Mamoa Curry, the Defiant Championship on the line. Look, Mamoa Curry. Oh, hey, Mark, congratulations on your victory and all that. Bye, bud. We'll see you in a few. But like I was saying, Mamoa Curry, he is retiring at WrestlePalooza. He does not have many more of these matches left. And I know Blake is certainly one of the competitors who was looking for this matchup. I know myself as well at the Regal Rumble. I begged Mamoa for that match, and I know Blake feels very similarly. But I'm not going to be calling this main event alone. I will be, of course, joined by a Tibbs. Not Captain Tibbs. He is not cleared yet. He will be returning on JWF Ignition next Monday. But I will be joined by, instead, his son, Chuck Tibbs, who apparently, according to what you said on Ignition, Chuck, you have found the attacker of Captain Tibbs. I can't believe it.
Yep, that's right, Scotty. I'm here. I'm at the commentary desk, and I'm going to tell you all again next week. I'm gonna show y'all the reprehensible bastard who attacked my father, and we're gonna just, I can't wait to show y'all, because it's just been sitting and boiling inside me. But let's get to this match right here, huh, bud?
That is right. So you got a little hesitant once the music of Mamoa Curry hits. It is a bit intimidating anytime this man enters an arena. Anytime the God of Law, God of the Sea, God of the JWF enters a JWF arena, you can almost feel the entire atmosphere change. You can feel the goosebumps rising on your arms. And of course, I know you have shared a ring with Mamoa Curry. You went one-on-one at Summerfest a couple of years ago and losing effort against the God of the JWF. I mean, you know Mamoa just about as well as anyone else.
Oh, exactly. And I can tell you, just whenever you watch him walking down that ramp when you're already in the ring, there's an electricity in the air. It feels heavy. It feels like it's hard to breathe. just seeing Mamoa Curry coming down. I mean, let alone being in the ring with him. It's and I'm sure you can attest, since you fought him very recently, Scotty, that he's just this is a different kind of match when you fight Mamoa Curry.
That is right. I have seen many men, including myself, think they are ready for Mamoa Curry, but until that first guitar chord hits, until that music fills the arena, you truly do not know what it is like to be in a ring with Mamoa Curry. You can sit here and watch these matches all you want, but until you're between those four ropes and you hear that song begin, you do not know what it is like to face a god. And tonight, in the main event, my commentary partner, Blake Tanner, will finally know what it feels like to face a god. And Blake has faced off against Mamoa numerous times in the past. He's even fought him for the JWF Championship at the Regal Rumble a couple of years ago. And of course, Blake came up in a losing effort then. And in my opinion, Mamoa is one of those people that is Blake Tanner's Achilles heel. But Blake is looking to prove himself tonight, which is why he has put the biggest prize in the line, the Defiant Championship, on the line.
Exactly, and Mamoa Curry was more than happy to accept, as it turns out. I mean, this is honestly something of Mamoa Curry, since it's his kind of farewell tour. He's wanting to do just about everything, and since the Defiant Championship is so new, he's never even held it before, so he's even making a go at that.
Well, not only that, he's never wrestled on Defiance. I mean, this is history-making for the man known as Mamoa Curry, the god of the JWF, making his first appearance on this show. And he is going against a man who has called himself the Avatar of Defiance, a man who has tried to prove himself as the workhorse of this show. And in some people's opinion, that has made him a hero. In my opinion, that has made him someone who has kind of put himself in danger every single week, which, you know, there's a thin line between courage and stupidity, and I think my commentary partner has been riding it for a very long time.
Well, I think anybody in this business toes that line at some point or another in their career, you know, and when you toe that line against Mamoa Curry, it's kind of more on the side of stupidity, but that's just me.
That is right, and you can see both of these guys getting into a big chop fest around the outside of the ring. The violence is getting hard and heavy. Tommy at a count of 6, and you gotta think, Tommy, that's the problem with being a referee. Sometimes you got to make the tough calls, and I would hate to be the referee in this matchup because I would not want to call that count out between these two.
Exactly, and a lot of vicious strikes in this match as well. And Mamoa Curry, just that right hand just knocking Blake Tanner all the way down to the ground. I mean, they're really taking some umbrage with all the great matches we've had here tonight and saying, well, we gotta match that, if not top it.
That is right. Well, I mean, if there are any men who are akin to stealing the show in this company, it would most certainly be Blake Tanner, and it would absolutely be the man known as Mamoa Curry, two of the longest reigning JWF World Heavyweight Champions of all time. And, oh, wait, look at that. Feeding them that turnbuckle is the man known as Blake Tanner, looking to put an end to this quickly. You got to think Blake has got a lot of momentum built up right now. He's got to be thinking to end this as soon as possible, because if Mamoa gets things back on his side, it could be all over but the hurting for the Defiant Champion.
Oh, just like what might happen here. Mamoa Curry, he's just staring Blake Tanner down menacingly. He's egging him on to get back up.
Oh! And nails him with a spear. 1, 2... Oh, 2 3/4. Blake kicks out, and I don't know if you noticed that. Blake very wisely grabbed the ropes. He knew Mamoa couldn't really hit the follow-through on that spear if he was against those ropes, but Mamoa didn't give a damn about that. He just waited until Blake got away, until that opening was there, and he took it, and it looks like he is... Oh, wait, whoa, roll up out of nowhere. 1, 2. Oh, kick it out at 2 is Mamoa, but look at that. Blake Tanner was playing possum, and it nearly netted him a victory over the god of the JWF.
That's very true right there, although I know that's not really the way Mamoa Curry would want to be pinned.
Oh! But that's one way he most certainly likes to get a pin, is that massive fisherman's spear. 2, Oh, I was gonna say 2 3/4 because Blake Tanner is on the out and out right now. It is gonna take a lot to keep Mamoa Curry down with this adrenaline he has flowing right now.
Oh, exactly, and you can tell Blake's got 2 spears already.
Oh, wait, hold on. He's got him up. Trinity Bomb, the deadliest move in this company's history, too. Oh, gets out of it, but look at that. Wrenches on the back. This is how Blake won last week, and it looks like it's how he's going to win tonight as Mamoa Curry taps off of that vicious maneuver.
That's just amazing. The Trinity Bomb on its own. What?
Well, Chuck, the man known as Chuck Gibbons said he had gold on his mind tonight, and we thought he meant the captain's title, but it appears that he is going after the Defiant Championship.
And after all the damage that Blake Tanner's taken in that match with Mamoa Curry, he had to go to extreme measures to put the god of the JWF down. I don't... Oh, my God.
That is right. Gibbons with a big, beautiful suplex and now working over those ribs. And you got to think those ribs have already been injured at the hands of Mamoa Curry with those series of spears. Goes for the pin. 1. Oh, kicking out at 1 is the man known as Blake Tanner, the Defiant Champion, looking in danger tonight. You got to think Blake, after one of the biggest victories of his career, getting that tap out victory over Mamoa Curry. But wait a minute, bee sting onto Gibbons.
He is not ready to admit defeat just yet. This is that workhorse Blake Tanner that you were talking about right there. The guy that does not want to quit and that does not want to back down.
That is right, and you gotta think Blake Tanner, no stranger to the, oh wait, hold on, backs up for it, Blake out! Straight to the skull, falls into the pin, 1, 2. Oh, Gibbons kicking out at 2.5, and you can see Blake slapping that mat. Blake Tanner very well aware that Gibbons is a guy who likes to go the distance in matches like this, and Blake's aware that he can't. He has got to put an end to this as soon as possible, and you can see the avatar of Defiance trying his best to put an end to things right now. Big clothesline, and then a massive bulldog. Tanner closing in on it, tries for that big kick to the back, but Gibbons fights out of it, goes for the European uppercut. Once again, Chuck fights back, the man's man, looking to be on the ropes, though.
Exactly. I mean, after he's already had a match tonight as well, Chuck Gibbons, he did come out winning, but, you know, it's still got to be hard for him to come out and fight a match against Blake Tanner after that such a momentous win for him.
Oh, wait, I don't know where. Oh, Olympic Slam goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my God, that did it. We have a new Defiant Champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a shock victory there as we have a brand new Defiant Champion. You are right, Chuck. As the man known as Chuck Gibbons, the man's man, you can now call him one of the ultimate opportunists, and that is coming from one of the biggest ones in this company, because he just took Blake Tanner to his limit, took his opportunity, took his spot, and pinned the champ for one of the biggest prizes in this business. And you got to think Blake is not going to be happy on commentary next week.
No, I wouldn't be either after all of that. I would say having one of your greatest victories to only just be met by defeat, just how terrible for him.
That is right, but I mean, I've said it before, Blake Tanner likes to work himself to death, and when you work till the wheels fall off, eventually you got to be prepared for when they do. And I believe Chuck Gibbons just came out here with a lug nut and took the wheels off himself.
Absolutely, and there he is, your new Defiant Champion. Let's see how good of a run Chuck Gibbons has.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen, but Blake Tanner still is going to be fighting in the opener next week because he has got a J1 matchup. I'll be fighting as well. There's going to be a hell of an episode waiting on you next time on JWF Defiance.